Welcome to the channel. Today, we're diving deep into the 15 essential rules of negotiation. These are the tools you need to become a master of getting what you want. Whether you're in the boardroom hammering out $1 million deal, sitting across from your future employer, or even just trying to convince your kids to eat their vegetables, these tips will give you the edge. Now, you might be thinking, negotiation? That's just for high-powered CEOs and hostage negotiators, right? Wrong! Negotiation is everywhere and everyone does it, whether they realize it or not. Every interaction where you're trying to reach an agreement or influence an outcome, that's a negotiation. We're going to break down the barriers of traditional negotiation tactics and equip you with practical, effective strategies that get results. We'll uncover the psychology behind influence, teach you how to read people like a book, and empower you to confidently navigate any negotiation. So, buckle up, get ready to take some notes, and let's get down to business. Rule number 1, folks, and this is non-negotiable. Know what you want. Sounds simple, right? You'd be surprised how many people walk into a negotiation without a clear understanding of their goals. They're so focused on winning, on getting to yes, that they lose sight of what they're actually trying to achieve. Before you even think about sitting down at the negotiating table, you need to do your homework. What are your absolute must-haves? What are you willing to compromise on? And what are your deal breakers? Having a clear understanding of your goals, your walkaway point, will give you a roadmap for the entire negotiation. Think of it like this. You wouldn't get in your car and start driving without knowing your destination, would you? The same principle applies to negotiation. Without a clear destination in mind, you're just driving around in circles, wasting time and energy. So get crystal clear on your goals. Write them down, visualize them, and keep them at the forefront of your mind throughout the entire negotiation process. Remember, if you don't know what you want, you're likely to end up with nothing. Here's a golden rule that often gets overlooked. Everything is negotiable, and I mean everything. From the price of that new car to the deadline on a project, don't assume anything is set in stone. You'd be amazed at how often people and businesses are willing to negotiate if you just ask. Too many people limit themselves by thinking certain things are non-negotiable. They accept the first offer, sign on the dotted line, and miss out on potential opportunities. Remember, the other side is expecting you to negotiate. It's part of the game. Don't be afraid to push back, to counter, to explore different options. The worst that can happen is they say no. And even then, you've lost nothing. In fact, you've gained valuable information. So, channel your inner negotiator and remember, everything is fair game. You never know what you might achieve until you ask. You're about to enter the arena of negotiation. Think of it like a chess match. Would you walk in unprepared, hoping to win on luck? Absolutely not. Preparation is your secret weapon, your ace in the hole. Before you even think about sitting down at the table, you need to do your homework. Research the other party, know their strengths, weaknesses, their wants. What's their negotiation style? What are their potential pressure points? Knowledge is power. The more you know, the stronger your position. Imagine walking in, not just knowing what you want, but having a deep understanding of the person across from you. That's leverage, my friend. So prepare like your life depends on it, because in the world of negotiation, your success often does. Be the chess master, not the pawn. Humans are social creatures. We crave connection. One of the fastest ways to build rapport is through mirroring. Subtly reflect their body language, tone of voice, even their word choices. It signals, hey, we're on the same wavelength. But there's a fine line between building rapport and coming across like a bad mime. Overdoing it is a surefire way to creep someone out. Avoid mimicking every gesture, it'll raise red flags. Instead, focus on subtle mirroring. Did they lean forward in their chair when passionate? Maybe you do the same. Did they use a particular phrase? Try incorporating it naturally into your own conversation. Remember, mirroring is about building trust and connection, not winning an impersonation contest. Do it subtly, do it genuinely, and watch the magic happen. In the world of negotiation, information is king and the most valuable intel you can gather. Understanding your counterpart's perspective. This isn't about being nice, it's about being strategic. It's about tactical empathy. Imagine for a moment truly understanding the other person's needs, fears, and motivations. What are their underlying interests, even if they're not explicitly stated? When you actively listen and make a genuine effort to see the world through their eyes, you unlock a treasure chest of information. You can anticipate their moves, tailor your approach, and ultimately find solutions that work for both parties. Tactical empathy is about building bridges, not walls. It's about finding common ground where you least expect it. Master this skill and you'll be light years ahead of the game. In any negotiation, it's easy to get fixated on getting the best possible deal for yourself. But the most successful negotiators understand that true leverage comes from finding mutually beneficial solutions. We call these smart trade-offs. Think of it like this. Instead of a tug of war over a single prize, you're working together to bake a bigger pie. You need to understand the other side's priorities, their wants, their needs, even their fears. What are they truly after? And how can you help them achieve their goals while advancing your own? This requires active listening, asking the right questions, and a willingness to be creative. Maybe you can offer something they value more than what you initially thought was important. Maybe you can structure the deal in a way that mitigates their risks while maximizing your potential gains. Remember, a win-win negotiation isn't about being nice, it's about being strategic. When both parties feel like they've gained something valuable, the agreement is more likely to stick, and you build a foundation for a stronger, more collaborative relationship in the future. One of the most effective techniques I've learned in my years of negotiating is the power of choice. People like to feel in control, even when they're in a negotiation. By presenting two or more equally acceptable options, you tap into this psychological principle and increase your chances of closing the deal. Instead of saying, "Will you accept this offer?" Try saying, "Would you prefer option A or option B?" Both options should be carefully crafted to satisfy your core interests, but they should also appeal to different aspects of the other party's needs or motivations. This approach accomplishes several things. First, it subtly shifts the dynamic from a yes or no proposition to a collaborative decision-making process. Second, it encourages the other party to weigh the relative merits of each option, potentially leading them to discover benefits they hadn't considered before. Finally, by offering a choice, you're more likely to uncover their true priorities. The option they gravitate towards reveals valuable information about their underlying needs and can guide you towards a mutually agreeable outcome. Remember, information is power in any negotiation. Let's face it, negotiation can be tough, especially when it involves people we care about, friends, family, even long-term business partners. While the urge to win can be strong, it's crucial to remember that some victories are actually defeats disguised as success. When dealing with people you value, your reputation as fair, trustworthy, and empathetic is far more valuable than squeezing out every last drop of concession. Think long-term. Is a temporary gain worth potentially jeopardizing a valuable relationship? This doesn't mean you should be a pushover. It means finding a balance between advocating for your needs and ensuring the other party feels heard, respected, and valued. Approach the conversation with empathy and a genuine desire to find a solution that works well for everyone involved. Remember, a win-win isn't always about an equal split. It's about both parties feeling good about the outcome and maintaining a strong, positive connection moving forward. That's how you build trust, and trust is the foundation for any successful long-term relationship. Negotiation can be an emotional roller coaster, especially when the stakes are high. You might feel the urge to react defensively, to get angry, or to cave under pressure. Trust me, I've been there. But remember this, emotions cloud judgment. When you let your emotions take over, you're playing right into the other side's hands. You become predictable, reactive, and easy to manipulate. Instead, take a breath and remember your training. Focus on your goals, not your feelings. This isn't about suppressing your emotions entirely. It's about acknowledging them, managing them, and using them strategically. Channel that nervous energy into active listening and thoughtful responses. Remember, the person who keeps their cool often controls the negotiation. So the next time you feel those emotions bubbling up, take a step back. Take a breath. Remind yourself of your goals. You've got this. In any negotiation, your goal is to get the other side to agree with you, to get to a yes. But before you can get to yes, you need to get to that's right. Think of it as building a foundation of understanding. That's right isn't about manipulating the other person. It's about creating a space of mutual understanding. It's about showing them that you've listened to them, that you understand their perspective, and that you're both on the same page. How do you get to that's right? By using tactical empathy. Ask calibrated questions. Summarize their points to demonstrate understanding. Label their emotions to show that you see them. The more that's right moments you can create, the stronger the foundation of your negotiation will be. Remember, getting to yes is the ultimate goal, but getting to that's right is the crucial first step. It's about building trust, establishing rapport, and creating a collaborative atmosphere for a successful negotiation. Ever had to split something with someone and it turned into a fight? The you cut, I pick method is a simple yet powerful technique to ensure fairness and avoid conflict in any negotiation where resources are being divided. Here's how it works. One person divides the resource into what they believe are equal portions. The other person then gets to choose which portion they want. This incentivizes the cutter to be as fair as possible, knowing that if they're not, the other person will take the bigger or better portion. This method works because it removes the perception of bias. It takes away the fear of being taken advantage of. It's a transparent and equitable way to ensure that everyone feels like they got a fair deal. Whether you're dividing profits, splitting responsibilities, or even deciding who gets to pick the restaurant, the you cut, I pick method is a valuable tool to have in your negotiation arsenal. Remember, fairness breeds trust, and trust is the foundation of any successful negotiation. You've got to be able to sell your ideas, to make the other side see the value in what you're offering. But you can't just be a bull in a china shop. You need to understand their needs, fears, and motivations. That's where the therapy comes in. Develop empathy, truly listen, and understand. The more you understand, the better equipped you'll be. You're there to find a mutually beneficial outcome. Be persuasive, but also understanding. This blend of skills leads to remarkable outcomes. Your reserve point, that's your walkaway point, your bottom line. It's the absolute minimum you're willing to accept. Never reveal your reserve point. It's like gold. Revealing it loses leverage. They'll push you into a corner. Negotiation is a dance. Hold your cards close. Silence is golden. In the high-stakes world of negotiation, every concession is an investment. You're putting something on the table with the expectation of a return. Don't give away valuable concessions without getting something of equal or greater value in return. Think of it like a game of chess. Every move should be strategic, aimed at achieving your desired outcome. Remember, negotiation is about finding a mutually beneficial agreement. In the world of negotiation, just like in life, things don't always go according to plan. That's why it's crucial to always have a backup plan. A plan B in your back pocket. Think of it as your safety net, your insurance policy against unexpected twists and turns in the negotiation process. Having a well-defined alternative gives you the confidence to walk away from a deal that doesn't meet your needs. It's like having an ace up your sleeve, a secret weapon that empowers you to stand your ground and avoid settling for less than you deserve. Imagine you're negotiating a job offer and you've set your sights on a specific salary. If the employer is unwilling to meet your target, having another offer on the table gives you leverage. It signals to the employer that you're in demand and not desperate for this particular job. This puts you in a stronger position to negotiate a better deal. Remember, a strong backup plan is not about having a fallback option. It's about having the confidence to walk away from a deal that doesn't serve your best interests. It's about knowing your worth and being prepared to walk away if the other party isn't willing to meet you halfway. Thanks for watching. If you found these negotiation tips helpful, make sure to like, comment, and subscribe for more great content. Remember, mastering negotiation is a skill that can benefit you in every aspect of your life. From landing your dream job to getting a better deal on your next car, these skills can empower you to achieve your goals and create win-win outcomes. Keep practicing, keep learning, and remember, the best negotiators are always prepared, always empathetic, and always willing to walk away. See you next time.